Hello, hello, it's Lara Joe. Hope you're having a beautiful night. Let's see what the tarot brings. Let's see, we'll talk about it. Alright. Come on in. The water's fine. Okay. We're going to start with the Lover's Oracle deck. See what we got going on. Why am I not right here? Okay. Alright. There we are. Alright. I'm going to pull, like I say, from the Lover's Oracle. Let's see what initials we get to start out with. Okay. TOEDMOTED. Q is out here also. We could look at that as moted, what we wish to be done. We also have the letter Q and the flag, so we've got questions, and that way our will can be done. Alrighty, let's see what we need to know about that. In the Lover's Oracle, let's see what we have today. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. Okay. Water keeps flowing. Will flow to the path of least resistance, the lowest point. So you must also keep flowing even through your lowest point. That's how you make breakthroughs. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Play with life. Play with love. Have fun again. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Hey, Abelka. Yeah, it is bananagrams. I use it for the letters. So out here I have the word moted, M-O-T-E-D. So that's like we kind of will it. The letter Q and the flag. I use it, like I say, to make words or initials, anything like that. I was on quite the hunt to find the stinking bananagrams. I was trying to find Scrabble, and it was like a 3 or 4 day search, and I went to probably at least 7 different stores looking for stinking Scrabble, and I found bananagrams at Barnes & Noble. I was like, okay, cool. All right. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Alright. That's come out a few times today, so. Cupid's arrow strikes. Romance is in the air. Alright. Too many. We're not taking all those. Alright, new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Be ready to get out there, experience what life has to show you, what life has to offer. What new thing are you going to do to get out and expand your horizons? How are you going to live life in a new adventure today? Alrighty. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm here, you're here. That may be it, girl. Some nights that's all it is. They all kind of lurk in and creep in and then creep out, so they'll be around. I know school started back up for a lot of people, so winter break is now officially like over. People are starting to get back into the swing. Yeah. That means January. Like, January is just, ugh. Although I shouldn't say too much about it. Today is my son's birthday. Which, I guess if that tells you how I feel about the middle of January and having a baby born this time of year. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay. Yeah. So that kid was born exactly 3 weeks after Christmas. So I have one child that's born, end of November. So she kind of gets smushed into Thanksgiving/Christmas. And then he's born 3 weeks after Christmas. So, I mean, at least for his birthday, we always got like a paycheck in after Christmas and before his birthday. So, I mean, he kind of lucked on that. But for the most part, he got stuck in that like Christmas birthday club too. So, 2 of my children unfortunately got that little like smushed into Christmas, and they both tell me all about it when they can. Yeah. Very cool. Are you doing anything fun and exciting for your birthday? You'll at least do something. You gotta do something at least. Even if you buy yourself, so like, money was really tight this year, and have anything big to do for my birthday. I did go as a pre-birthday present, like 2 weeks before my birthday. I went and I bought myself a coffee and a new jacket as a present. Kane. I have to readjust my camera. My kittens decided to do some moving there. Hold on. Badger, go elsewhere. Yeah, no, that was, hold on. It's not spectacular, but we'll deal. Yeah. No, the kitties do that. They're really good at that, so. All right. Yes. Yes, because, well, first off, there's a lot of avoidance just in relationships in general. Second off, if it truly is twin flame, it's a very intense connection. It is normal because the whole progress is to trigger the crap out of each other until you become the best versions of yourself. Because it's the ultimate mission. Yeah. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Also, so like, I mean, I've talked about before, twin flame is learning about how to love yourself. Like, learning how to love yourself and become the best version of yourself. So it's going to drag you to the lowest lows and the highest highs, so that way when you actually do like come together, you don't hurt each other. You're like protected and provided. So when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Kane, leave her alone. Hey. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Alright. I'm going to switch decks. We're going to switch vibes. Tarot. It can be. Okay, 4 of Pentacles, we've been left in that lack. We've been left feeling like we have to scrounge for crumbs. Trigger means like you bring up like people's emotional landmines and you land on them and then they take off running. So that's what happens, triggering. It can be emotional, it can be actual arguments, disagreements, but it's meant to make you feel angry and want change. Hey. Get your paws off my table, Kane. Get your paws off my table. Come on. Get down. Get down. Goodbye. I get that. All right, we have the Emperor. This is Aries energy taking charge of your life. We have 5 of Cups, feeling emotionally left out in the cold. Like everybody else is having fun while you're sitting at home. Let's see what else. Too much. Okay, we have 7. Is that 7 or 6? 7 of Pentacles. We've been making the choices. Financially, we've been planting the seeds. Let's see. We have Strength, which is Leo energy. And then we have 3 of Pentacles. We've been left not on cardboard. Yeah, most definitely. I'm probably the worst one to talk to about twin flame stuff right now because I'm going through it with family issues. So it's not I pulled my energy back very, 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 very freaking heavily, and I've had a lot of disturbances in my energy. So my tolerance level for any type of union flame relationship is non-existent. Yeah, I'm not trying to be antisocial about it. I've had it about up to here right now. All the situation that I've been going through, I'm facing homelessness. I'm really scared right now, and that's whatever that is. I know I'm really distracted. I'm all over the place. I'm just really trying to maintain any kind of composure because, life's really freaking scary. Yeah. I'm not trying to, like, Bilka, that's normally something I really love to talk about, but I'm just, like I say, I'm really freaking going through it with people and their shenanigans and whatever. I'm, like, in personal life, so yeah. Like I say, I did completely, like, halt my energy flow towards any of that party, and people, like I say, years from the past started showing up to apologize, and people months in the past, I'm like, oh, so you guys treated me horribly, and now I'm showing up in your dreams, I'm showing up on your For You page, and just, hey Davey. Alright, I have, I think that's 8 of Wands. Get out my handy dandy magnifying glass. Nope, 7 of Wands. Having to watch our options, watch what we're putting our passions into. 5 of Wands, too much fighting, and Page of Pentacles. We've been doing old money moves when we need to be doing new money moves. The Devil, Addictions, 5 of Swords, Mind Games need to change, Knight of Swords, cutting off anything not for us, Ace of Swords, making the logical decision, and Page of Swords, putting those people that are petty and childish, not allowing them to play. Let's see if there's anything else. Two of Pentacles, we're balancing out the finances. Judgment. Anything that's been sneaky, underhanded, Judgment is getting called on it. Hanged Man, seeing it from a different perspective, changing our point of view. That's something I can work on. Good gravy. Butter bit, thank you. I don't know what bits are, thank you. Thank you, Belko, for the bits. I'll have to look at that. I don't know what that is, but I don't know, that seems so silly. I'm very behind on technology. Oh, thank you. My cats, there's some weird energy in this house right now. The cats are, well, you already saw it earlier. He completely rearranged the camera, and now he is rearranging the whole house with his zoomies, so. The youth of today, King of Wands. So fiery, passionate, he goes after what he wants, he makes time to play. Thank you for the donation, Belka. Let's see what that is. 10 of Pentacles. Building our pentacles. That's like the ultimate wish fulfillment, happiness. It's what we want. It's what we're working towards. Let's see what else we got, if anything. Alright. 5 of Wands, needing to change direction, needing to stop playing games with people that are not playing like fair. Alrighty. Nice. Davey, I think I said that was going to happen for you, man. And you said you wanted Georgia. And I put some intention towards that for you. Didn't you know that job offer was coming, though? You already knew, man. You just got to pass all the tests. I'm glad you got an offer. And I'm sure you'll pass the driving background portion perfectly. Yeah. So soon enough, you'll be on the road again. Nice. I'm going to put those cards down. I had a clean record until the stupid county I live in and the police officers around here. I haven't gotten pulled over in 14 freaking years. Yes, you can ask a question, Boca. I hadn't gotten pulled over in 14 freaking years. I got pulled over twice within a 6-month period of time. Got a ticket for something bogus, and then the insurance agent, and it raised my insurance like $60 a month. And she's like, oh yeah, that's one of those bogus loans they get you on. I'm like, it was almost a $600 ticket. You couldn't take driving school. You just had to pay the ticket, and it went on your license. I was infuriated. Of course, this whole county is corrupt. Law enforcement's corrupt. Of course, nobody believes it until something big happens. It's coming. Y'all are gonna have big shock and surprise when my county comes up, and I'm like, yeah, no, I was telling you guys this whole time. Belka, if you want to drop your question maybe and I'll answer it. Okay. What's something you and work bestie can do to help with the support system? Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay. I'm called to pull Rumi because Rumi has to do with love and the complexity of human nature. So I'm going to pull from here because I feel like whatever this answer is, like work support you need, it's going to be a one born out of love, compassion, and asking. Let's see though. What do you and work bestie need to do to help with the support system? Okay, so passion for purpose. So passion for purpose. When we're asking for help with a support system, appeal to like the what drives you, like what is it that you feel like this is really holding back our endeavors. So it's how do you use like that emotion to get any type of leverage in asking for what you want or need. All right, and then I'm going to actually read from the book for it if I can, because, sometimes my mouth and my brain don't quite coordinate, but all right. I'm going to turn on the big light. Nobody hiss, okay? I'm going to turn on the big light. Nobody hiss because it burns the eyes, but my old eyes, we're just going to give it a rest for a minute. Passion, purpose, love, like love flows through the heart. Feel the thrill of the flow and say nothing. Okay? Do you yearn to find your way, to fulfill your divine destiny, to know the purpose for your presence within the sacred body of the Earth Mother? Your heart is questing for deeper meaning. It desires certainty as your sacred task for this lifetime. Your heart wants to know why you were born, for what purpose. So in this, we're asking ourselves, like, in our position, what purpose do I have? Like, what do I truly need help with? And how is this affecting the bottom line for either your clients or your team or your bosses. Like, what is it that's truly, it's like, gosh, I'm so tired. It's just wearing on me. So, do that which stirs your soul, even when it makes you uncomfortable, especially then. For what is being truly alive, if not a decision to be open instead of resistant, to be wild rather than comfortable, so that at any moment we will be ready for this invitation of the divine beloved to come closer. I call to you now, the you that is beyond your mind, the you that the heart knows, the you that cannot deny life. To that you, I ask this question: what stirs the passions of your nature? Do that, be that. As we grow on the spiritual path, so too does our ability to serve life, to serve love, to honor humanity, and to offer contribution that is unique to us, that could only flow in this particular way through the quality of our own soul light. Every light holds its own beauty, and every light has a particular task to fulfill on the divine path of life. To help us remember this, lest we get too easily distracted by the pain and stress that happens in life, we were given an inbuilt reminder. The reminder is our passion. We may think that passion is not particularly practical. We may feel fearful that with passion there are no guarantees of success, or that we may even be throwing away a stable and secure life to pursue our passion. These are the fears of many in modern society, yet they are so misplaced. Life supports all beings based on their true nature. The birds are given air to which to fly, and fish are given water in which to swim. Plants are given light of the open plains or darkness of the damp rainforest, depending on their needs for growth. Different flowers flourish in different environments. Bees have wings that are very small but powerful enough to move with such speed and rotation that their heavy bodies can fly. Each aspect of creation is given what it requires so it may become what it is meant to be, for its unique destiny to be fulfilled. So it is with humanity. Each one of us has something in our hearts that means something to us. It is irrelevant whether it seems practical or a recipe for success or not. We are simply meant to be what we are, to serve life faithfully from a place of honoring the truth of our nature, that which we genuinely feel passionate about, and to allow for life to naturally support growth according to our genuine nature. Where we get into difficulty is not in bringing our genuine passions to life, for life supports this, but in learning to let go of attachment as to how that happens. That is like a huge part of things, is like, you don't, like, when you want really big things, you can't always ask for like the why or the how or like the very absolute tiny details. Sometimes you just have to say, I really want this big thing, and it doesn't matter whether like it feels like it deserves it or not. I want it. Okay. You can't always know every little detail. Some things have to be a surprise. All right. When we get into difficulty is not in bringing our genuine passions to life, for life supports this, but learning to let go of attachments. We can struggle to free ourselves of the expectation we have to be something we are not. The divine path of love asks us to become conscious of and then unlearn the play acting of attempting to be a false self, so that we may learn to simply love and accept our real self. We may even have a struggle on our hands to remember who our real self actually is for time. Fortunately, there is a pleasure in the journey of returning to passion that can make the process of self-discovery a sweet one. Okay, I know that was a lot to read. I'd like to say that there's, how do we start taking what it is that matters to the most of us and like turning it into an impactful meaning for your work environment, for your coworkers, for your employers, for everyone involved. All right. I'm going to turn the big light back off because, you know, that's the big light. Please tell me the other neurospices know what I'm talking about. Well, I worked in the x-ray world forever, so I was used to working in like dim lighting. And that's how we best see, because we need to see the light for the x-ray machine. You have to be able to see the light field. So I'm used to working in the dark. Yeah. Well, and I think we've talked about this, Belka. Do you have migraines? Because I think we talked about that, because, like, I get migraines, and so bright lights to me are always just huge triggers. I'm like, oh, we've been out in the sun, like, be ready. Thank you. I know it was, like I say, just a one card pull, but I'm like, it really feels like roomy. Roomy is where we needed to go. And I've been talking about a lot in the last few days is turning our pain into purpose or pain into passion. Unexpected wealth comes with it, though. Unexpected income. So be willing to innovate. You know, like, start looking at the problems and try and put a new perspective on it to figure out maybe the solution to the problem. Bad health. It may be everything at work kind of got into that bad health. It was like just kind of a environment. There is wealth incoming is what it looks like, though. Yeah. All right, thief. Thoughts. All right. Someone's trapped in their thoughts. They tried to take something, and now they're in bad health. They're trying to figure out, how did I get here? Well, you can't take things that aren't yours. Yeah. So I used to get I've had migraines since I was little kid, like since I was 7 or 8. So I had daily headaches, but migraines, yes. So it's been it could be. I'm just kind of doing a general pull. So if it fits, it fits. It does not apply, let it fly. If it feels like somebody's been stealing your work, they might have been. We're getting messages, though. So if somebody has been doing things they shouldn't have been doing, we're getting the nudges from the universe about it. So if it feels like it could be applicable, it might be. Thoughts just popped out again. Twice. I put it in, popped out. Put it back in, popped out again. So take that as you will. If you've been deep in your thoughts, the number 16 resonates. That might be for you. Let us see what else we need. Concern, number 33. It came out in the sideways. And that happens, like, a lot of, like, when we don't get to express. So, Belka, pardon the swearing for a second, but if we don't get to open our throat chakra and tell people to fuck off, we do start to lose our voice. Like, when we don't get to stand up for ourselves, we lose our voice. So sometimes, especially if you're a people pleaser, I'm a former people pleaser, that's potentially yes. They can, so if he's having like a lot of like cough, sore throat, attack to the throat, or kind of the ability, like not the ability, but like if he starts wanting to be mute, yes, they could be trying to take his voice. It does happen. I've had it happen since I was a little kid. Pathway. All right. So we have concern, pathway, and thoughts. When we aren't able to speak our truth, though, we start losing our voice. Like, we literally start, like, damaging our own voice. And a lot of that's, like, we're afraid to be angry or to tell people how we truly feel. Yet again, that's how we lose our voice. So what I was trying to say to that earlier is, like, the healthiest you can do sometimes is tell people that they've crossed the lines in the most vulgar of ways. You feel better. False person. Let's see what else there is. It depends. Also, is it lower, like, harder to hear, or lower, like, deeper? And sometimes we do lose our voice so that people will start listening to us more, because especially if we talk a lot, and then all of a sudden we quiet down, people will start listening. You should see what happens when you completely just stop talking to people. Then they get manic/frantic to talk to you. Yeah. No, so, is he... When is it happening? Let's start going down a rabbit hole if you want. Does he mumble when he's talking about something emotional? Does he mumble when he's talking about something that's maybe a lie? So, like, when I was having a lot of hard time speaking my truth, my voice would be really high. Like, once you start being able to hear the lie in your own voice, you can hear it in other people's voice. So you can start listening to people and realizing when they're not telling the truth. Yeah, so what it sounds like, it's like he's trying not to, like, lash out at people, and or somebody is trying to make him not be able to speak up on something. All right, so we have lovers, which is connections. That can be soulmate energy. That can be unions, partnerships, collaborations. We have gifts. We are receiving blessings. We're just going to say we're speaking blessings on blessings. Yeah. That's probably a good thing. That he doesn't trauma dump on you. He has a lot going on at home. Like family stuff. Like a lot of pent-up anger. Okay. Is he a man that would normally scream anything untoward or be able to express his anger outside of in any way? Because I can give you like a tip on how to help get rid of some of that rolled up anger. I do it with my friends, like when I'm really stressed out and they're really stressed out, we get in the car, we listen to a very dramatic song, we roll down the windows and just scream. Normally fuck at the top of our lungs, because sometimes you just need to scream obscenities to the winds, because if you carry it inside of you any longer, you might just explode. So there's your free therapy. Get in the car, roll down the windows, blast the music, scream obscenities until you feel calm enough to not, scream obscenities at people. I had to learn that trick when I was living with family and my ex-husband. He kept like a very weird leash on me, and sometimes it would just be a ride to the store just screaming, because that was the only time I could actually get any of that emotion out. When the kids were around sometimes, and it was really emotional, really tense, really hard, I would have like a 3-minute drive to the grocery store. That was the only time I would get to scream, is the 3 minutes between here and the grocery store, and then the 3 minutes home. So we do what we have to do to survive. That's a really easy way to help get rid of that trauma, and because you're not doing it at home in your house, like you're not trapping it in your house. That's also why I like driving, is because driving is the motion of air, so it brings in a lot of clarity and downloads mentally. So I like going for a drive because it helps clear your air, clear the air in your head, but it helps clear the air. It helps give you messages like clear channel downloads. So sometimes driving, when they say, I need to go for a drive to clear my head, sometimes that's really true, because that's how we get downloads. So we have to go let off all that steam, let off all that junk, so that we can have clear conduit. Yeah. I like to scream. And because I'm used to hanging around teenagers from having children, those kids range from young adults to teens. They like getting in the car and screaming, especially when they know they're not going to get in trouble for it. So I like screaming. I'm like a teenager. I mean, I'm in my 40s, but I'm still like a teenager. I like to scream. We put on some Nirvana and go for a ride. And scream to like the man that sold the world. Official person, privileged lady. We're getting some news. We're getting some things. High honor, thief, and message. Yeah, we're getting a message. Somebody tried to steal something from a woman of high honor. And we're getting messages from lawyers, the judges, the legal system. Let's see what else. You ain't gotta do anything. It'll come straight to your front door. Sometimes you gotta hold still for that, though. Imprisonment, yeah. Whoever's been messing around, they're bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? That's a blast from the past. All right, mature woman. Imprisonment for mature woman. Sounds like a meddling mama. So this mature woman wasn't working alone. She had accomplices. Yeah. There was a partnership. They had marriage, so there was a partnership there. Let us see. Mote it be. Alright. Let's see if there's anything else. Come on. Maybe. Message of concern. Yeah. worried. They know their time has come. Alright. Can you leave her alone, Kane? We have from the cat tarot. Hey, get off my table. Kane, get off my table. Come on. Come on, get off the table. Get off the table. Come on. Why? Just happened. Hello, Better M Sam. How are you? Oh my god, a lot of cards that came out right then. So we have death, we have endings here. We have Knight of Wands. We've been playing with a player. The Empress. You're too good for that. We have, so the Empress, the Sun. So we have Pisces, Leo, and Gemini energy out here. So Sun will come out and shine again. Lovers, we're bringing in a union. First off, you got to get rid of the player, though. Oh, sick is no fun. Hopefully it's nothing too big. It's kind of the time of year though, just for the creeping crud, just the ickies. Especially because we just came back from I know I just talked about earlier, it's kind of slow in the chats because we're out of Christmas break, but because everybody just came back from Christmas break, they all went places, got sick, and then went back to school. And work. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the World. We are closing out the chapters. Again, Death on the bottom, so Queen of Wands, we are sitting in our passionate energy. Queen of Cups, we're emotional. We know what we want. Yes, you can ask another question. I'm going to have to hop out pretty soon because my phone's about to die. I'm slowly making down. I'm under 10% now, so if I have to hop out, I'm out. But Belka, if you want to ask another question, go ahead. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, the World. We're closing out chapters that take from our passions and our emotional stability. Davey, you're asking a question too? Get them in, guys, because we got maybe another 15 minutes, maybe. Davey, probably yes, but I'm going to need, a few, another day before we touch base on that, probably. Really super stressed. Yes, I want a background. Yes, I know it's a Discord thing. Yes, we'll talk about it. I received some really heavy news this week, so. Are you guys on the same frequency regarding your trust bond? What is the vibe for the trust? That sounds beautiful. Okay. Good. Work on that for her. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna live. I don't know how much. I don't even know. I'm trying to mentally figure out a lot of stuff, I guess. All right. What is the trust bond? So, Knight of Cups. So, Belka, what I have is Knight of Cups, and what that feels is like kind of someone who's selfish, like hot and cold, or into them, like into themselves, into their own cups, into their own emotions. So I would just make sure that one or two of you isn't in that like one-sided or unfair balance. So Knight of Cups is that ghosting energy. I'd be careful because it feels like in and out. And then Seven of Cups in reverse. So it's like you guys feel stuck almost. Like you have no other choice but to trust each other, but it's like not because you necessarily want to. And I know that maybe sounds harsh or feels weird, but it's like, yeah, you guys trust each other, but it's like be careful about it. Magician, though. So Magician is alchemization. Like you have all the tools. Is it like an unfair balance? Is it like you do the work? Like you do the work and he wants to take the credit? Because that's what it feels like. Because I see you come in as like the magician. Like you have all the tools to get the job done. And this is actually a thought I had today as I was on my way home. I'm like, men taught me how to live without them. And they come to this realization way after the fact that I never had them in my life because I needed them to be in my life. I had them in my life because I wanted them to be. So that's the same energy this way. Is like this work bestie that you have. It's like you can do the work all by yourself. You can get it done all by yourself, but you allow him like a place in it. And yet he feels too absorbed, like I'm so in love with myself. I'm so awesome. And maybe that's not the right vibe at all yet. Knight of Cups, because if you look at like this Knight of Cups, he's very just unaware of the world around him. Like he's too busy being into himself that he doesn't even know that anyone else exists. And with Seven of Cups in reverse, I feel for you, it's not necessarily like a volunteer, like you're like, yeah, I want to be here. It's kind of like I didn't have many options to bestie up, and this wouldn't have been my first pick, but we're kind of in the gutters together. Like we have a common enough bond that we can get through it. Magician, though, you have all the tools. You have all the tools to get done what you need to do. Let me know how that sits. Alrighty. Yeah. So if he's got other stuff, this is the point I've come to. Okay. While I talk about my financial struggles, I'm kind of apathetic towards that too. I'm like, nobody should be, like, with everything that's freaking going on, with the political environment, with everything that's going on, with all the unrest, with all the everything. I'm like, nobody should have to worry about where they're finding a home. Like, nobody should be evicted right now. Like, there's way too much. There's aliens, there's UAPs, there's drones, there's Dior bags. Like, nobody needs to be getting evicted right now. Like, we all need to be able to hunker down and stay safe. All right. All right. I think that's awesome. I think a bridge, and I think that's going to be great, Davey. The other night, some shit seriously went down energetically, and I know I lost you, but I was exhausted. I closed my eyes for a minute, and the bed had already, like, claimed me. I was like, no, I'm out. I know I woke up, I texted you, and I was like, no, good night. I was done. So, and then I had other stuff pop up the next day, and I was like, this sucks. Yeah. All right. Let's see what that is. Seven of Swords. I was like, no, he's holding a full cue. It's like choices, options, people playing games. Let's see. The Hermit going within, that's the knowledge, seeking the answers. Number 9, and 6 of Cups. Reminiscing. Going within, thinking about the past. All those people looking to re-examine. Maybe they weren't who they said they were. Yeah. So this is, I love, because as I was reading it, the Hermit popped back out again. So it's needing to go kind of solitary, walk alone. When everything else gets kind of hectic, scary, then that's the time to just pull back, go within. So that you can kind of gather what the score is. I don't know if I have that much time, Better Sam. I can answer as much as I can, but I'm probably my phone's about to die and for the night. And then there's about to be some pandemonium. There's about to be some pandemonium because my kitties are being spicy. So, Sam, if you can ask it quick, yes. If not, my phone may die and I may be out, so. Jimmy, how are you feeling after our session the other day, man? Now that you've had a few days. Better Sim, if you want to try and get it in, you can. I just make no guarantees, baby. Good, Jimmy. Did I not tell you I have magical fucking hands, man? You go, yeah, like tarot's a thing for me, but you saw a different side, I think, with Reiki there. I've devastated. I've had a lot of really hard shit come up the last few days. And I'm kind of in the imagine when I actually put my hands on you. Completely different story. To be my man is my hands work all kinds of magic. I mean, it's a gift and a curse. People get really mad when my fingers flip them off instead of giving them Reiki. But I'm like, you shouldn't have been a dick to me. Yeah. Don't make it weird, Jimmy. No, I'm trying to figure out how to say it because it's a very delicate freaking subject. So I don't want to give grief is such a hard thing. And I worked in the medical field for a very long time. I actually want to become a death doula. I don't know if you guys realize how much shadow work / ancestral work that I give out and work on, because we need to honor the grieving and death process more. I think the hardest part is that people get awkward and they avoid us when something tragic happens because they don't know what to say and they don't want to stress us out. So how I would suggest with that is just letting her know, like, hey, if you need someone to talk to or if you need anything, like, gently, like, hey, I'm here. I'll pull a few cards and then we'll see what we get. Grief is just such a weird, hard thing. And like I say, everybody avoids the person that's going through grief because it's like, you don't want to say the wrong thing. And I think the hardest part is that people just don't talk about it, or they don't talk about the past one. And it's like, all you want to do is talk about it. You do, but you don't, because a lot of times what happens is it comes out of nowhere. And then you're like, fuck, like, what do you say to someone that just lost a coworker or a mentor or someone incredibly important to them? Yeah, well, Jimmy, you're a little late to the party, and this is my second stream for the day today, man, so I can't help it. I've been going all night long, but you haven't been here. Happy to see you, Jimmy. I'm glad you're feeling great. Tip your favorite tarot reader when you can. Definitely. Okay, and Bedroom Sam, I know, I've been busy too. I've been kind of, okay, so for your coworker situation, Bedroom Sam, I know I said I am Sam. Sorry, man. 7 of Cups and King of Wands. There's so many different ways we can offer love and support. It's in the moment when you come up to talk to her. So I see King of Wands. This is, what are you passionate about? What is she passionate about? How do we honor that Passover coworker? Like, that's the part of it too, is that when we are so awkward about it, we forget to mention all the great things that they accomplished in life. We forget that that person that passed they had a life, they had family, they had children, they had interests, they had hobbies. So there are a million different ways to help other people grieve. It's like figuring out which way to fill their cup. So offering support, like I say, may look like bringing up a memorable moment with that coworker or that mentor, and just bringing up like a subtle, quiet, something that brings that spark back to her life. that is the other part with passing, is that we all start to realize our own mortality. When someone close to us passes, we start to remember our own mortality, and that makes us hit a different certain like type of panic. Thank you, Belka. I hope you have a great night, love. I'm glad I got to see you twice today. I know energy's been weird and I missed you, girl. I'll talk to you soon. Uncle Jimmy's basement, I'll talk to you soon. And baby, I need you more than... Thank you, baby. Uncle Jimmy's basement, I need you more than your dad. Come on now. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Belka. I'll work on that. And then Better M Sam, let me know if that resonates, baby. Hopefully. Let me know. I'm gonna check how much battery I have left, because it looks like I'm about to pass. Like my phone's about. Yep, I'm at 1%. Bye guys. Please don't take that personal. My phone's done. Ski.